Pong is one of the very first and simplest video games ever created. You're going to use Scratch to create your own single-player game of Pong. So, here are the directions. Open Scratch, and then instead of adding commands for the sprite, you're going to change the look of the stage. So you click on the stage right here, that's step 2. Then in the stage, instead of adding a script, you're going to click on the Backgrounds tab. That'll let you change what the background looks like, what the stage looks like. So you are going to hit the Edit button, and then it says choose the box tool and the color red. Then paint a red box on the bottom of the window, just like that. Here's the box. I'm going to use the color red, and I'm going to paint a box just like that across the bottom. Then hit OK. Then you're going to paint a new sprite. That is the star with the paintbrush on it. We're going to now create our paddle. So paint a black box about half the width of the window. So the same box tool. About like that. I'm going to hit OK. Okay, so we're going to name that new sprite paddle by clicking up here where it says Sprite 2. We're going to call it paddle. Press return. Now we're going to delete the cat by choosing the scissors, which is up here, and then you can click on him right there, or you can click on him down here and it will delete him because we don't need him for Pong. Then you're going to create a script for the paddle. The script is going to say when the green flag is clicked, the paddle will forever, now watch, set X, and then that's the dark blue section. The light blue section is sensing. We want to set it to the mouse X, and we want to replace that 0. Okay, so here's what it's doing. The X is the X axis of this object, which is left and right, and the mouse X is the left and right axis of the mouse, wherever I move the mouse. So what that means is that the paddle should follow my mouse, but only left and right, not up and down. So when I hit the green flag, and now I move the mouse left and right without pressing the button, if I press the button, I can drag the paddle, but that's not what I want to do. I just want to move the mouse. Now watch, even if I move up and down, it doesn't move up and down. It's only going to move left and right. Okay, so then that works. Now I'm going to choose a new sprite. So not painting our own sprite, but instead the folder with the star, choosing our own sprite button. And then there are many folders with different objects in them. I'm going to choose the things. I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to choose one of the balls. And I'm going to hit OK. And this is going to be the ball that we're going to start with. I'm going to rename that. Instead of Sprite 1, it's going to be a ball. And now the ball needs to do a lot of different things. Here are all the things the ball needs to do. But we're going to take a look at these steps one at a time, so you're not just copying them, but you understand what they mean, because you're going to have to make changes to them for the next activity on your own. So part 1. When I build this, when the flag is clicked, go to X 0, Y 140. So that means this ball is going to go to these coordinates, X 0, which is right in the middle, and Y 0 would be in the middle, Y 140 would be up near the top. Okay. Point towards, not point in direction, but point towards, and then we can pull down from here. What do we want it to point towards? Either the mouse or the paddle. We want it to point towards the paddle, which is going to be down. And then in the control section, wait until is all the way down here. Wait until it senses that it is touching, wait until it senses that it is touching the color of the bottom of the stage, which is red. So when I click that, it's going to give me this eyedropper tool, and I can just click on the exact color I want it to detect. Okay, and then once it detects that, it's going to stop the game. So when the ball hits the red, the game stops. Okay, next section, also when the green flag is clicked. Forever if the ball touches the paddle, it's going to do these three things. It's going to point in direction. Now we don't want it to point in a specific direction, we want it to be a little bit random. So pick a random number, and I can drop that right on top of the number that's already there. Okay, pick a random number between -45 and 45. Let me show you why. In a circle, there are how many degrees altogether? You divide a circle into how many degrees? It's 360. So at the top is 0. At the bottom would be how many degrees? If you spin halfway around, it's called doing a 180. So that's 180 degrees. Okay, what would be on the right side? 90 degrees. That's a right angle. What would be on the other side? It would be 180 plus 90, 270. Now if I divide that up even more, what's halfway between 0 and 90? 45 degrees. What's halfway between 90 and 180? You can figure that out by 90 plus another 45, 135 degrees. Okay, and then the others, 315 degrees, or if you subtract from 0, it's -45 degrees. So that's where we're getting that -45. And then the other one, 180 plus another 45 is 225 degrees. So here's our paddle, here's our ball. What we're telling it is that it's going to bounce off the paddle anywhere between 45 degrees and -45 degrees. So anywhere between this angle and that angle. So then it's going to move 10 steps, and we'll give it a sound also. It's going to play a drum sound. Oops, let's put it right there. Okay, and then the last section tells it that also when the green flag is clicked, it will forever, anytime that it's on the edge of the screen, it will bounce, and it will also move 5 steps. Not 10, we'll change that to 5. Okay, so now we should be able to play it. And you should be able to hear the sound. Okay, it seems to be working. And then when it touches the bottom, the game stops. If you get that far, then you're going to show it to me.